morning, yes, it's Petrus Viviers with your St. Lucia Experience beach walk. Today Pardet and myself is going fishing, so I don't have all the equipment here, excuse the camera shake. See you on the beach. Look what I found halfway to the estuary mouth. Very confused Varuna crabs. They're not as active. They're just lying here. As if they're stunned. Today I came with more tackle and less equipment, and I'm sort of regretting it immediately. Nobody's catching fish, not even from before sunrise. But the tide is still high. Maybe when the tide drops a little bit, it will be better. Public launch site, 14 June 2021. Water levels pretty much the same as when the northeaster was blowing. One of the theories that's been put in front of us, that if the sugarcane farmers didn't farm in the Umfolozi floodplains, there wouldn't have been a problem at St. Lucia Estuary. But this is quite not true. Let me show you why I say that. We don't want to open the estuary mouth so that the fish can get to the nursery. We don't want to manage this sediment. The sediment is going to be with us forever. We're not going to stop nature from washing the mountains down into the ocean. In previous videos I've mentioned the Mapelon vegetated sand dune. This is the second highest wind-blown vegetated sand dune in the world. Now look at that mountain of sediment. How quickly do you think the Umfolozi floodplains would have filled up with all that sediment washing into the floodplains? Yes, granted, that dune wasn't formed during one human life cycle, but it's still sediment that was washed down over the years, millions of years, thousands of years, hundreds of years with the Umfolozi River. That is the problem. The sediment is the problem. Now, using the man-made wall that was built in 2017 in front of the St. Lucia Estuary from Mapelon Bay all the way to the old estuary mouth. This backflooding created sediment buildup in the Msunduzi River in the Sukulu area. Now basically the theme in the previous video was, do you know what the depth of your carbon footprint is? Do you know how much impact your lifestyle has on the earth? This is how emotional people get when you ask a question that they don't know the answer to. They will not ask you to explain yourself. They will attack your income, your only source of income. They will attack it. How must these farmers in the Umfolozi flats feel? The Sukulu farmers, how must they feel if this is how I feel? The clogging up of the Msunduzi River is causing back flooding into the Monzi farmers and the Sukulu farmers. They can't create a living. Who are we to deny them the right to a living? All they want is for this sediment channels to be cleared out so that the tidal interaction can function and the water on their farms can drain out to the ocean. That's all they want. Nothing more, nothing less. But the Daily Maverick, Colette Forbes, Tony Carney and Elise Tempelhof refuses these farmers to earn a living. For thousands of years, the Umfolozi River has spewed its sediment onto the beaches of St. Lucia Estuary. But they don't look at that. All they want to tell us is that we are not allowed to manipulate the system for the betterment of humankind. If I ask the public to do a lifestyle audit on themselves to see how deep their footprint is on Earth, their carbon footprint is on Earth, They attack my financial income. As these farmers are killed on the Mfolozi flats, my viewers, the people that I make this video for, so that they can understand the system better, they attack my financial income. Time per date. Walking time. Stap. Jy lus om parkie toe te gaan. Our trusty little steed. So much repairs to do. So much rust to remove. Anyway, let's get back to infrastructure management and REITs. Here in St. Lucia, we've got a good system going in town. Our pavements are kept clean, the grass are kept short, the parks are kept clean, which to me, I'm sad. Because when I grew up here, this was dune forests. And the town planner or the town manager from years ago decided that it has to be kept clean. It looks beautiful, it's aesthetic pleasing, but the poor little critters, not even a fallen tree stump is left behind. Everything is cut up and moved away. So this is sanitizing nature. But I understand that we as humans, this is how we live, and now the people wants to see certain areas along the estuary to be cleaned out, because when the 1968 management plan came into full swing, we had beautiful grass and picnic areas all along the estuary. The public is putting a lot of pressure on me to get them answers on the cleaning and maintenance of certain public rest spots next to the estuary, and I will get some answers from the Wetland Park Authority. But the public, the Wetland Park Authority management team are very open in communicating with the public. The public can go to the website isimangaliso.com and get their contact details, email details there, and request whatever they want, whatever they think is beneficial for the park and the public. they can put in their suggestions there. Sardine Run 2021 has already commenced, but there is still some time left to embark on this epic adventure and chasing the greatest shoal on earth and share in the abundance it provides to nature. The greatest shoal on earth, the Sardine Run in South Africa. Towards Africa, it's not about the destination you are in that is important. It's about what you do there that matters. Every year between the months of May to July, billions of sardines migrate in a band up along the eastern coast of South Africa. The Sardine Run is the world's largest migration of fish and draws in millions of predators, resulting in the largest feeding frenzy in the world. People from across the world flock to the coastline of Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal province during this time to witness the insane activities of dolphins, marine birds, fish, sharks, whales and other large predatory fish. Calls Tours Africa now and embark on an epic journey with Petrus Viviers. Destinations include Port Elizabeth, Sinsa, Mbuyoti and Port St. John's. What an epic adventure to embark on. Call Petrus Viviers now on 074 179 4463 and book your Sardine Run adventure today with Tours Africa. But I will write on behalf of the Revive St. Lucia campaign an email requesting a response on the cleaning of the reeds next to the estuary. Late 70s, middle to late 70s, these bushes were so dense that we could ride a bicycle on top of the trees. That's how dense the bushes was. It was intertwined with guavadillas. Now, Guavadilla grenadella is a creeper plant, we all know that. We could ride a bicycle literally on top of the trees in this bushes over here. Today it's town development. So we must be careful what we ask for and what we wish for. It's not always in nature's best interest to develop an area, to have a hotel or a shop at Cape Vidal. It starts small, and before you know it, there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken, a Wimpy, a McDonald's, and then it's a Golden Mile Durban beachfront. And there's no more activity or no more habitat for the animals. So I had to make peace that St. Lucia is developing as a town, but I don't see why we have to sacrifice places like Mission Rocks, Cape Vidal, Prediers Rocks, Catalina Bay into shopping malls. And I know you guys think I'm ridiculous to say develop shopping malls there. That's exactly what St. Lucia was when we got here in 1969. This was a hippo path. Dolphin Street was nothing more than a hippo path in 1969. So guys, when you start talking about developing and having shops at Cape Vidal and having hotels at Mission Rocks, you're creating another Golden Mile. Where is nature going to survive? How is Mother Earth going to breathe? Remember, I'm all for mitigating human footprint on Earth, but that doesn't mean because I want to mechanically open the estuary mouth and maintain it mechanically that I want town development and all our pristine wetlands areas. That's exactly the opposite. That's exactly why I want us to come onto the same page and help the estuary breathe. Because without commercial value, the estuary is doomed. If something hasn't got commercial value to the human race, it's worthless to us. That is unfortunately a fact. Now please don't ask me what this excavator is doing here. I don't know. I presume it's upgrading the sewage system of St. Lucia. I don't know to what extent. I don't really care. There's other people that is involved in that project. I am involved. I involved myself in the estuary health, and I thank everybody that support me, all the donations I get, the food vouchers at Banana Box. Basically it's just people depositing cash into my Banana Box account, and I can go and draw food on against my account. I appreciate the airtime, the equipment, but unfortunately I cannot waver from the way I approach a problem. Then I change my personality. And please, as much as I appreciate all the donations, don't feel offended by any public statements I make on Facebook. It's a virtual world. I use it to troll for more clients and supporters as anybody else does. Trolling means seeking attention. So however controversial I am on Facebook, is to get more attention to the YouTube channel, to myself and to the YouTube channel. That is what activists do. And if I offend you in any way, then rest assured I will gladly pay you your donations back. But you're not going to control me by making me feel guilty that I offended you. If you get involved with donations, you must realize you are getting involved with an activist. And I will not stand up against you and your business in person, but if I make a general statement, it's because I want to unlock reaction. I want to get people to talk about me and my YouTube channel. The pictures of Oasis, and this is how it's been upgraded, and it's undergoing a facelift as we speak. I will walk past, make a walk past sometime soon when all the renovations has been done. There's a major, this is where the gym used to be before lockdown. Water refills and fruit juices, Heinz famous water. Welcome Heinz. Telefoonnummer en Hendrik's telefoonnummer. The sunset today. Pardet kom hierdie kant toe. But to conclude today's video about infrastructure management, I have to get to Sunset Jetty before dark. If anybody speaks up against the management team of the Isimangalisa Wetland Park about their ability to do maintenance, I will call them out. And if you don't like me calling you out, it's your problem. This jetty has been rebuilt. It's part of the maintenance plan. Now, this reach here is being maintained. I'm not sure if it's by the Advantage Charter or by the Isimangalisa Wetland Park Authority. But what I do know is Advantage wouldn't have permission to cut this down without the Wetland Park Authority's consent. So if you want your infrastructure that you want to maintained, you must at least put in a request in writing to say you want this maintained and that maintained, and this is the reasons, and this is how you like it maintained, and for whatever commercial value it will bring to the park or the town. You just can't be reckless and say they're incapable or incompetent. They are not. They are capable and they are competent. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you don't like what I'm saying, if you don't like how I'm saying it, goodbye.